I am sweating.
I'm not. I'm happy.
Happy.
I have been waiting for drunken goose for so many years.
Yeah.
Even though this is Guangdong dish, but Guangxi people will love it also.
So Guangdong borders Guangxi. That's where we started this trip.
And it's come from Shenzhen.
No way. Hey, how did you learn that in between
Online.
the 10 days that we... Okay.
Come from Shenzhen.
Thank you for the snail shell lesson.
Peace.
Keep injured. Peace. Welcome. Hey everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. Specifically in Guilin, you gotta have the the drunk goose or drunken goose. It's an alcohol-fueled, delicious welcome. I had this one time when Lee's friends took her out to celebrate after they hadn't seen each other in a long time, and I have been so excited for years to come back to have that dish. I didn't actually know what the name was. I didn't even know what bird we were eating. So tonight is the night. It is our last day in Guilin, and we are having the jue'er. This is just awesome. So we're hanging out with Lee, her sister, her brother-in-law, and 2 nephews. We are gonna have a blast. I hope you are doing so well. I'm in the mood for some massive Chinese food. This is just great. See you inside. Man, okay. Like I said, Lee's schoolmates, they were welcoming her back to China. It was the first trip that Lee and I took together, and they were very excited to show me about this section of the restaurant. So that might be the reason why I don't remember so clearly, but I do remember the look of the dish. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so you guys know how I'm always focusing on the health factor of every dish. This is not one of those evenings. Everyone's just eating a lot of tasty, spicy meat, and then you put in the side dishes, then the rice comes. This is the style of the drunken goose. Yeah. So there's a propane tank behind our table. The line comes under the table. You can have a hot pot here, but this is the dish that you're coming for. So they kind of half cook the goose first, and then there's some sauce ready for you. She's oiling the pan. So some dry spices go in first. You got ginger, star anise, chilies, and some cinnamon. Wow. Whole cloves of garlic. And now all the goose. And there's like some really thick brown sauce. I don't remember what that is. We'll find out soon. But they've cooked the goose mostly. We just do the fun part. They've actually like half cooked the goose for us, so we don't have to sit here and wait for like an hour while it cooks. This is awesome. It is really hot, but I'm excited. Here comes the fun part. So what kind of alcohol is this? Wow. And it literally is an entire bottle of alcohol, and that is high proof alcohol because it's got to be high enough so that it can light on fire. It's really unique, it's obviously memorable, but also it just like builds the excitement for that specific dish. Okay, got it, okay. So just bringing the fire from the propane to the top. So it's a propane fire on the bottom, but that's an alcohol-powered fire on top. Wow, it is just so cool, right? I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I don't know if the flames are coming through. It's a different kind of flame. The alcohol flame is like a really thin flame, but it's like this high. Can you see that? Oh, it's so cool, man. Whoa, how fast was that? Oh man. So the goose is the drunk part. You don't get drunk from drinking that. The fire burns all the alcohol off, but then it's left with this like wonderful, sour, rich flavor. Okay, and then when you buy the drunken goose, it comes with a full set of all these side dishes. We've got sour stuff, we've got savory over there, we've got peanuts. Many people come and just get the goose and just have beer to go with it. But tonight we're here with the whole family. Okay. Wow. So in goes a blood cake. They keep all the utensils here. You can fry. It was just that she added a bunch of raw blood cake just now, so she wanted to give it a chance to cook. So you do have to exercise a little bit of patience. Maybe have one person who's taking care of the duck and let everyone else have fun talking together. So Lee says, be sure to mix, because some of the stuff in here is raw. Some of the stuff cooks really fast, so they can't cook it with the first cooking of that goose. Oh man, I love smelling that star anise. This is so great. I've been missing this dish. Oh, I didn't even remember the name, but I've been missing this dish for years. Okay, close it up. So check out these side dishes while we're waiting. We got some peanuts, fried, salted, right here. This beautifully sour cucumber covered with chilies, with garlic, and then some vinegar. These we will save for later. This is tofu, soft tofu. And then here is this one, tofu fuju. So the local name, fuju tofu pea, and it's been deep fried. Then this one also, this is for later. We're gonna add that in when everyone's had a little bit of duck first. Time to eat. This is basically like a goose hot pot, so you don't need this anymore. All you need is just long arms. We're very blessed to be here, having a chance to enjoy 猪尾儿 together. 吃饭，吃猪尾儿。What's peace? 乔姐喜欢吃脖子是吗？ So my nephew likes to eat neck, I know. So he's going to look for this part right here. Lee also likes the neck. Oh, look at the skin. It's just so beautiful. I don't actually know what that is. Maybe a piece from the thigh. So you know straight away, it is not duck. It almost tastes like a game chicken, like a free-range chicken. The looking dip just arrived to the table. So it's just very simple. Garlic, chilies, vinegar. Wow, I gotta take some of that. Very rich soy sauce. Oh man, what else can we find here? That's another piece of the wing. Lee loves that. Yeah, so you just go in, you just find your favorite part. Yeah, goose, it is such a big bird. Man, the meat, it's just so meaty. There's so much meat on that. It really, like if you didn't tell me it was a bird, I might think that was a pork chop. It's that, like that thick, that much meat in a bite. Wow. Okay, trying that dip. The soy sauce is great. Adds a ton of umami, of course. You know, I think I like its own sauce even more. But the chili in that is much appreciated. I think I'm just gonna take some chili out of that, mix it into my rice. So the first time I ever had this, it was like a welcome back meal. Lee had not seen her classmates since she had graduated. So Lee and I met August of 2015. And then our first trip to China was June 2017. Okay, so I guess it's been six years, almost 6 years. Man, and this dish, you can understand why it's stuck in my memory. So with food like this, there's going to be a lot of cheersing, a lot of drinking of either beer or you saw the house rice alcohol selection. They ferment, pickle, preserve a ton of stuff. You can find some pretty crazy stuff in there sometimes. And each restaurant will make their own batches. So that is the traditional way. You can also have beer though. But yeah, during these meals, there's going to be a lot of eating of meat and then a lot of cheersing, toasting, just like we had that welcome back meal. That might also be why I don't remember the details of the dish so clearly. I'm loving this side dish right here, this spicy sour cucumber. Man. Southern China in a dish right here. Freshness, umami from the soy sauce, and then sour and spicy. Like that's like 90% of Southern Chinese cuisine. So, I am moving to the next step. Futu is deep fried tofu. It's tofu skin. Okay. I would not do this. Lee is telling me to mix it all together. Wow, you see how much of the alcohol is already cooked off? It's almost all gone. So actually, my brother-in-law is a cook. He usually cooks at home. So he said, we gotta add some soup. And then with more soup, you can add more of the vegetables. And then it really becomes like a hot pot from here on. Oh. She said, it's not good to add too much. She said, just call me back again soon. So the fuju, you can eat it, but it's just so hard. It's so thick. So you gotta let it cook in that soup. Oh. That's another one of my favorite things to eat in China. How many things they do with soybeans, it is just mind-boggling. Oh, it's salty. It's so nicely crunchy. I love the texture as much as I love the flavor. I could eat tofu. I could eat a whole meal of just tofu. So the blood cake, it doesn't have so much flavor of its own. So I'm gonna go dip that one. The blood cake is so rich. Do you think it's the pork blood or you think it is the goose blood?
Everything from the same.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. Why should I ask? I was hesitant, but yeah, it is the entire goose, including the blood. So that's where all that blood came from. That's why the blood cake was still uncooked. So now my turn for the neck. And you know, when you're eating an entire animal like this, which is a Chinese pastime, I see now, you sometimes are better to just ditch the chopsticks. You just go with your hands. And Lee always says, the fun part is digging out every single bit of meat. When it's easy to eat, it's almost less tasty because you don't have to do any work for it. So they'll put the whole animal right in. Yeah.
This is the way.
Yeah, I want more of that fuju also. So you make up a bowl, you get to work. It's just fun. Thank you.
Don't try, super hard.
Thank you. I'm ready with a new rice bowl because there's a new dish here. If you could just smell the sour level of this thing, oh man, it's mostly sour beans, or pickled beans, but the name of the dish is from this, fatty intestines. Sour fried fatty intestines. So the sourness means, all the pickled ingredients. Oh. These huge leek, actually. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. Those are leek. All of these beans, the cowpeas. There's garlic in there, of course there's chilies. Gotta try that. The fatty intestine. Is there a part that's called the fatty intestine? Because not all intestines are fatty. Oh, and it smells to me like the lo sifan noodles, because like 5 ingredients are the same. Oh, it's beautifully chewy. Let's try some of the sour parts. Ginger in there too. I missed that. And then that leek. It's such a dish. I don't know if they put the chili oil on at the end or when it's in the frying pan, but man, that is amazing. Lee, that is amazing. Lee would just take half of that, dump it onto noodles, and that's her dream dish. Yanxiu, xie. Oh, Lee's sister ordered my favorite dish. Yanxiu, thank you. Wow. I love it. I could eat this with every single meal, every single day, not just in China, in my life. Oh, the long purple eggplant fried with minced pork, chilies and chili oil. Got some green onions in there just for color. Oh man, this dish. I think it is my favorite Chinese food. Yeah. Wow. The softness. You might say even slimy, but oh, it's so good. Eggplant just soaks up stuff with oil so well. So chili oil just made for frying eggplant. Or eggplant grew to be fried in chili oil. You pick. Man, that is so hot and so delicious. The minced pork just adds to the richness. Also, there's some kind of sauce. Is it soy sauce? It's like a really thick sauce. There is a little bit of soy sauce in there too. Oh yeah, the bean paste. That's right. The fermented bean curd. Got ahead of myself. Too hot. Oh. What is that? What is that? Seriously. That is a crazy, crazy dish. So if you remember a few videos ago, we had the snail noodles. That is Lee's favorite dish, bar none. They're a little bit smaller than this though, but these are rice field snails. So these are freshwater snails. Such a key thing in this part of the world is it's stuffed with snail and other stuff, or pork meat, stuffed with pork.
Very famous food.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. On the side, there are some beans, some peas, that's right, snow peas. How. 吃饭饱了吗? I love this guy. My nephew, it's the first time I'm meeting him, but we talk on FaceTime quite frequently. Oh, it is like a meatball. You're right, Lee. Wow. Okay, one more try. Wow. Yeah, it is like a meatball. Oh, there's a lot in there.
I didn't focus on your food. I only focused on my
Okay, I said I love this little guy. Lee really loves this little guy. She is talking about things that I don't want to hear yet. That's awesome. A little bit sour. So comforting. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's just straight up pork meatball. Some onions, some green onions. It's just so good. It's rich. Maybe there's some or the fungus.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I can taste it. That bumps up the richness even more. You're strong. I actually don't know which is softer, the fatty intestine or my eggplant. If you close your eyes, because the eggplant has pork also, if you close your eyes, they're quite similar. Yeah, they are. This dish can just provide joy for hours, literally hours. Yeah, the kids, the two little guys are bored long ago, and we are still just eating slowly, enjoying these dishes. Oh yeah, that snail dish really is amazing. I think it's up to us to finish that one, she said. So I'm using chopsticks to grab a snail.
So big.
and there's soup inside the snail. Oh,
So big.
yeah. Oh, she's
I
showing the
use
size.
tissue just because I don't want to make the camera
Oh,
ugly.
that's very smart.
Then
You did such a good job. How did you do that?
put your chopstick on and then
Oh,
hold it up.
turn it like it's snail meat.
Yeah. Then see it's coming out.
You're
But
right.
before it's all coming out, just use
Oh,
this
yeah.
as your plate.
Yeah, that works really well. Oh,
So
yeah,
good.
that dish really is amazing. Yeah, they wrap it into the shell just like the shape of a snail so that it fits nice and snug.
And this side has a little bit soup.
Salty, oily, so good, tomatoey, on the red and green peppers in there.
Yeah. And my sister just said, just hold by your hand, not tissue. But I'm gonna hold in the camera. I don't want camera has so many flavors. Our camera.
So this is a special dish from Guilin.
Oh, Guilin are famous for this.
Okay.
田螺酿.
Tian
田螺
luan.
is this.
Tian luo. Ah, luo.
田螺 is this.
So luo is all snails.
Yeah, 酿 is like the way you put the meat on the chili. It's the chili
Oh,
酿.
yeah.
Put
Stuffed.
in the bitter melon is 苦瓜
Okay.
酿. You put
Oh, okay.
into the tofu, that tofu.
Yeah.
The tofu 酿.
You did teach me this. I forgot.
So 酿 is the way to make
Yeah.
dish. Just which things you put the meat on. Then is that 酿. So 田螺酿, famous in Guilin.
I am sweating.
I'm not. I'm
It was-
happy.
I'm happy. It was cold outside today. I'm in here. I am sweating. I took off one jacket, then another. Yeah.
I have been waiting for 醉鹅 drunken goose for so many years.
Yeah.
Even though this is Guangdong dish. But Guangxi people will love it also.
So Guangdong borders Guangxi. That's where we
Yeah.
started this trip.
And it's come from Shenzhen.
No way. Hey, how did you learn that in between
Online.
the 10 days that we? Okay.
Come from Shenzhen.
Thank you for the snail shell lesson.
Peace.
Keep in your peace. Later. Xiao Jie is going to teach you how you don't even need chopsticks. Just one hand will do it.
好吃吗？再来一个吗？好好的这个田螺。
So I've noticed something kind of fun in all of the restaurant videos we've made. Lee and I have been really spending a lot of time with family, so we've been eating much later than we do at home. So I've noticed something when we are out eating at restaurants. Usually the restaurant is full. We're coming like right at prime time, and we take a little bit longer than normal because we are making a video and also sharing the meal together. So we have closed down pretty much every restaurant where we've made a video, and you see the staff, once they finish serving everyone, it's their turn to eat. So we have eaten next to the staff eating all day. We started the day in GuangZhou. We came back up here. It's about 80K by the main road. So Lee said it took her about 2.5 hours to get from our hotel in GuangZhou back out here. Guilin is the main town of the whole district. This is Guilin district, but we were in GuangZhou, which is a very, very famous part of Guilin. Now we're back here. Oh man, yeah, we just had to have the drunken goose before we left. So today is our final day for this week, and then we are on to the next town. So Kunming is next. We have been there before, so we are looking forward to going back. Lee has another best friend who lives in Kunming, so that's why we're going there. It's going to be awesome. So I was very, very nervous that we weren't going to have the chance to have the drunken goose, but timing worked out perfectly, and it was great to come with family as well. So Lee's sister, brother-in-law, and the 2 kids, they're just awesome. We've been staying with them for many days. It's just great. Yeah, really feel blessed to have family time.
The reason I don't eat the in Guangzhou is just because only 3 of us. And this is a giant dish.
That's true.
Why I say about coming.
It wouldn't feel right to have such a huge thing and not be able to finish
Only
it.
3 people. You
That's
and
true.
me and Sarah.
That's true.
This is very famous in Guangzhou by wedding.
So that's right. So the timing worked out better even than we could plan. That's great. I hope you are having a fun day, whether it's morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. I hope you've had fun time learning with me about a dish that has just held my fascination for years. Drunken goose in Guilin or Guangdong. That's where it comes from. We're next door here in Guangxi province. That's where these ladies come from. Man, is there a lot of good food to go around. So have a great one. See you for the next day. I'm finishing my eggplant.